quick little live to talk to my people about religion, especially Christianity. That's what most um that's the religion that most black people follow. No matter if we talking about Black America or we talking about the Caribbean, out in Africa, wherever black people are, the majority of them are Christians. So I wanted to speak about how our people don't want to let. If you want to believe in God, you want to believe in Jesus, cool. But why don't you want to let go of the idea, the visual expression of Jesus, which is a Caucasian man? Why don't y'all want to let that idea go? Why don't y'all see how detrimental, right? Why don't y'all see how detrimental this idea, this visualization of this Caucasian man being your God? You know how that makes you move, huh? It makes you value other races of people on a level that's beyond respecting your own people, respecting yourself, valuing self. That's facts. That's why you give Caucasian people, other races of people, especially Caucasian people, that's why y'all give them so much grace when they do fucked up shit to us. Cause y'all see the highest power that y'all worship, y'all see that power as a Caucasian man. If you go into a black household, the majority of black household that believe in Christianity, you go into their household, they have a picture of a Caucasian man representing Jesus on their walls. And we know this is facts. We're not gonna sit here and play games. We know this is facts. And then they will tell you that, and then they will tell you that how Jesus looks doesn't matter. What you mean it doesn't matter? It matters. You believed he was alive, right? You believe that Jesus existed and walked on this physical earth, right? Walked in this realm. So why don't you believe he was a color? Why don't you believe he came from a race of people? Because the same race of people will tell you that, yeah, he came from us, the Caucasian race. Come on now. Everything we speak about has a visualization in our mind. If someone tells you, yeah, I seen a police car sitting by the house the other day, the visualization of the police car, where his house is, the neighborhood, all that pops up in your mind. So let me ask you, when they ask you or when they tell you about Jesus, you telling me no image pops up in your mind of who Jesus is? Let's stop the cap. We know it's facts that an image pops in your mind. And 9 times out of 10, you self-hating ass Negroes, that image is a Caucasian white man. That's why our women be running, right? After Caucasian men like this. That's why they hold Caucasian men at such a high regard. You understand? And when it comes to the brothers, a lot of us we do the same shit. But it's more physically, economically. You want the lifestyle that the white man has. His attitude, how he moves. You want to embody that. You don't want to embody self. Because they made us forget about who self is. They made us all think we're just off the boat. Just a bunch of slaves that they caught in Africa and brought to the US. brought to the Caribbean, South America. That's what you think we are. Just a bunch of slaves. So that's why you still upholding this fake image of who Jesus and God is. You don't want to let the Caucasian go. Let the Caucasian go. Every other race, mind you, but especially the Caucasian, let them go. Spiritually, mentally, you have to free yourself from trying to be like them. As long as we're trying to live and be like them and not recognize that we are the true chosen ones, that we are gods, we're going to continue to keep going down this downward spiral. You understand? It's always going to happen because we're not living for self. We're living for a whole different entity, and they living off of our energy. You don't see that? Like they living off of our energy, and our energy manifests in different ways culturally. You understand? All types of ways. They're feeding on us physically, energetically, culturally. Y'all don't see this? But while we sit back and we're worshiping them, and you may say, "No, I don't worship no Caucasian. I don't." When a Caucasian come in the neighborhood, you talk different. You walk different. When you're around the Caucasian, you talk different. You walk different. For most, your own kind could walk down the block. In the hood, it's all mad stairs. Like niggas about to kill you. You understand? Or women me mugging each other. You understand? Oh shit! Don't let a Caucasian walk down here. Ain't nobody talking to them. Ain't nobody making no threats. Ain't nobody trying to run them out the neighborhood. Cause Jesus just walked in the neighborhood. Ain't that right, niggas? We have to address this self-hate that's inside of us, bro. Real shit. Real shit. First love is self and the reflection of self. So why the higher self, why the higher being don't reflect self? That's why you can go outside yourself, outside of your race, looking for that self-love and that validation. And then when you have a hybrid being child, you want to say that they're black, right? Because you still love that essence of the God energy, the blackness, right? But let's just tweak. I don't like the phenotype. You don't like the Negroid phenotype. So let's put it in a different casing. But you can't do that. You can't do that. It's not the same once you mix the case. Once you mix it, it's not the same. You feel me? I know I was jumping around, you get me, but it all goes back to the same thing. Having the self-love, having the higher being that you believe in, if you believe in a higher being, to represent self, to look like you, to empower you. You don't want your child walking to the crib and the creator, the image of the creator is a Caucasian man, bro. when them just go outside, right? When them just go outside, subconsciously, they're gonna be worshiping these people, bro. Until you subconsciously doing it until adulthood. And that's facts. We need to double, triple, check ourselves and let go of this Caucasian creator. That's a fact. And that's a fact. Peace to the gods, feminine and masculine.